Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me. I'm Nicole, and today I'm excited to share with you cheesy Italian meatballs. Plump and tender beef meatballs packed with flavor from herbs, garlic, and Italian sausage. They're baked in a rustic tomato sauce and, of course, topped with plenty of cheese. Our meatballs today start with 1 pound of lean ground beef, and to this beef we're going to add Italian sausage. You want between 6 and 8 ounces of Italian sausage. I have about 6 ounces here, and it's a rather large link, so 2 small links would work as well. I'm going to remove mine from the casing and add it to the beef. The wonderful thing about adding Italian sausage, whether it be to meatballs or meat sauce, is the flavor that it provides. Already built into the sausage is fennel, oregano, and basil, amongst other things. Plus, the pork also provides extra flavor and just a little bit of fat. And to our meat, we're going to add half a cup of finely diced onion, 1 large egg, 2 cloves of finely minced garlic, a tablespoon each of fresh oregano and fresh Italian parsley, 1 teaspoon of dried basil, a half a teaspoon of salt, black pepper, 1/3 of a cup of freshly grated Parmesan cheese, 2 tablespoons of milk, and lastly, a 1/4 cup of Panko breadcrumbs. And I simply find mixing the meatballs easiest with clean hands. And don't worry, I will have the recipe for you in the description. And using a 2 tablespoon scoop, we're going to scoop out our meatballs onto a clean plate or tray. And the 2 tablespoon scoop makes 1 ounce meatballs. I do really like using a scoop, that way it ensures that all your meatballs will be the same size. And once the meatballs are scooped, I do like to clean them up a little bit, and that's easily done with just a little bit of water in the palm of the hand and roll the meatball. You want to heat a large oven-safe skillet over medium heat. Add a generous tablespoon of olive oil. Once the oil is hot, add your meatballs in a single layer. You're going to cook the meatballs, turning often until browned, about 12 minutes. And while your meatballs are cooking, you'll want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. While the meatballs are cooking, it's also a good time to prep your tomatoes if need be. You can buy pre-crushed tomatoes. However, I like to use the whole San Marzano tomatoes and crush them by hand myself. Just get them into a large bowl or cup like I have here, and with clean hands I'm just going to get in there and start crushing. And you can see they really are nice, plump, whole Roma tomatoes. And this was a 28-ounce can. Sometimes you just got to have a little bit of fun with your food. And you can see doing it by hand just creates a great texture. Still a little bit chunky, but broken down. And once the meatballs are nicely browned, remove them to a clean plate. To the same skillet, we're going to add finely diced onion, about a 1/4 cup. And we want to saute the onion for several minutes until starting to soften. Add a clove of finely minced garlic and saute lightly for about a minute. And to our onions and garlic, we're going to add 1/3 of a cup of white wine, scraping up all the goodness in the bottom of the pan. After that wine has cooked for about a minute, add 1/3 of a cup of chicken broth and simmer until slightly reduced. Alright, now it's time to add our tomatoes, along with a little more fresh oregano, about a tablespoon, a teaspoon of paprika, a generous sprinkle of red chili flakes, a little bit of black pepper, and give it all a good stir to combine. Now we're going to add back our meatballs, tucking them into the sauce. And now we're going to pop this into our preheated oven for about 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, we're going to stir our meatballs and continue to bake for an additional 20 minutes. And we want to give the meatballs one final stir. And then we're going to top the meatballs with about a cup of grated mozzarella cheese, a generous sprinkle of Parmesan cheese. Provolone would also work, or your favorite Italian blend. And back in the oven for about 5 minutes, just to melt that cheese. Flavorful meatballs that are saucy and cheesy and fantastic over pasta. Or simply served with crusty bread. Cheesy Italian meatballs. It's a wonderful family dinner that is full of flavor. I know you're going to love it. Thank you for watching today. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a great recipe. And we'll see you again.